Well, the state Supreme Court strikes down a law which would have given lawmakers a lot more control over how money set aside from the state settlement with the tobacco companies nearly 3 decades ago, that money, how it should be spent. News 4's Spencer Humphrey tells us why it has some in the medical community feeling relieved.
Oklahoma's Supreme Court striking down a law Tuesday opponents said would have given politicians too much control over a trust voters put in charge of spending hundreds of millions of dollars meant to improve public health. That trust is Oklahoma's Tobacco Settlement Endowment Trust, or TSET. A 7-member board oversees it. The governor, attorney general, state superintendent, state treasurer, state auditor, House Speaker, and Senate President Pro Tem each get to appoint someone. But last year, tensions grew between TSET board members and legislators over funding lawmakers wanted TSET to earmark for an OU health project. Then the legislature passed a bill that gave state lawmakers power to appoint or remove TSET board members at any time and limit them to a 7-year term. Doctors like Stephen Crawford with the Oklahoma Academy of Family Physicians were not fans.
The politicians want the money to go to X rather than Y. They'll say, well, then we'll remove you and put somebody that I will direct to make sure those monies go this way rather than that way.
TSET's board didn't like it either and last summer filed a lawsuit. That made its way to the state Supreme Court, who on Tuesday struck the law down, saying it violated the state constitution. An attorney representing TSET telling us in part Wednesday, "I am thankful that the Supreme Court affirmed the will of the people of 25 years ago when the Constitution was amended to safeguard the Oklahoma share of the tobacco settlement for future generations."
Was very, very pleased. The Oklahoma voters in the late 90s made this decision. 59%, I believe, was the number of people voting positively for this state question.
Of course, not everyone's pleased. Senate President Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton telling us in a statement Wednesday he is disappointed but respects the court's decision, saying in part, "While today's ruling limits legislative authority in this instance, it does not end the conversation. As legislators, we want to ensure greater input and oversight of these funds continue to be used in the best interest of Oklahomans." In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Spencer, thank you. Now, you can find those full statements in this story up right now on KFOR.com.